This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. Opposition leader Michael Pintard slams Attorney General Ryan Pinder. In a statement sent on Tuesday, Mr. Pintard noted that he received a letter from the clerk of the House of Assembly during which he learned the Attorney General, Senator Ryan Pinder, instructed the permanent secretary of the Ministry of Public Works, Mr. Luther Smith, not to attend the scheduled Public Accounts Committee meeting, although he was duly served with a summons.
The Attorney General is absolutely wrong in what he did. And it is most unfortunate that here is an unelected official seeking to keep public servants from giving account to elected officials who the public have sent to the Parliament to ensure that we discharge our responsibility in tracking government spending. He's wrong also in law. He is seeking to have the executive bully an independent arm of government in the legislature. The last speaker has already issued a ruling that stands that there is unfettered access through the PAC to government records relative to how funds are being spent.
The rules that govern the Public Accounts Committee, which is made up of a majority opposition members, the committee shall have the duty of examining and reporting on the accounts showing the appropriation of the sums granted by Parliament to meet the public expenditure. Such other reports, accounts, or financial statements of ministers, departments, and public corporations before the House committee may think fit. Mr. Pintard says that some ministries have not been complying with these rules.
What he also fails to take into consideration is that various ministries, including the Ministry of Works, are expected to issue annual reports, which they have not been doing so. And again, we are then further constrained as public officials in accessing timely reports on how government funds are being spent. He is absolutely wrong.
And finally, renovations to the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium are underway ahead of the 50th Carifta Games. Renovations began the first week in January. Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, Mario Boleg, said the full scope of works is estimated at a cost of $35 million, noting that the works will be done in stages. Before the weekly cabinet meeting on Tuesday, Minister Boleg says renovations have been going very well.
So far, what we have done is that we have obtained a contractor for the cost of some $2.8 million to do the cosmetic works as relates to the structure of the stadium. And that is expected to be finished by mid-March, the latest, the end of March, which will have us prepared and ready to go for Carifta, which will be in the second week of April during the Easter celebration. The track itself, we also in the meantime are also repairing the old and the new track surface itself. The old track surface should be completed by the end of this month. And we expect the new track, which is getting some minor repairs, which we intend to replace for the World Relays in 2024. So with that being said, the old track will be completed first so that we can have some events on the old track while the new track and with the physical structure being repaired at the same time.
He says the total value of the upgrades to the track surface at both the original and new stadium will cost about $800,000. The sports minister encourages Bahamians to support the Carifta Games, most importantly, the athletes.
We want the Bahamian people to come out and support the Bahamian athletes, and the tickets are very cheap. $10 for the tickets in the general area, and I think that's very little that we can spend just to show the support to our athletes and give them that support they need for them to have that extra boost to cross that finish line. I can tell you I experienced this during the last Carifta in Jamaica when we were running the relay, and it appears that we would not have medaled. But the last leg, just hearing that Junkanoo music and the Bahamians chant on the sideline, we was able to cross that finish line and got the bronze medal. So I know what extra boost that can give us. So I'm asking all Bahamian fans to please come out, support your Bahamian athletes, and let's make sure we perform very well in this Carifta and give Jamaica the best beating that we can give them.
Carifta is scheduled for April 8th through 10th at the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium. Tickets are available at the stadium's box office, or you can get them online at www.carifta50.com. And that'll do it for your JCN Evening News. Once again, I'm Jcn Saunders. Thanks for joining us.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.